doing a little bit of practice here. It's been a while since I've used my QuickTime for doing a video, so bear with me. I wanted to take a moment to just review how to format your textures for your model in preparation of getting your model project done. Remember again that I did share the folder here that I've got up on my computer in the Google Drive. You have access to this. It has lots of information in there that you might be able to use. Again, if there's not something in here that you can use for your design, you can always send it to me and I can format for you so that we can get rolling on the model project, okay? So the very first thing you're going to want to do is open up a Word document. We've discovered in class, a couple other people have discovered that you really do need the Microsoft Word, the full application, because Word Online doesn't have some of the things that make it easy for you to format with this particular project. So go to FAUOIT and go to software and download for free Microsoft 365, which will be really helpful for you in other classes as well. And then it'll give you the full program, which will look like what I'm showing you here. You're going to click on blank document. And then what I like to do is I like to go to layout and I like to orient my page in landscape and also go to margins and make them narrow. And the reason for this is that it will give me the full page so I can really see how I'm formatting stuff. Now, for your floor, you don't necessarily need a figure to scale it from unless you have a very detailed pattern. So say for example, I wanted to start with a checkerboard floor and I just wasn't sure how big it was compared to a person. It is a good idea to start with a person. So I'm going to insert, I'm going to go to a web browser and choose images. So I'm in Google and I'm going to type in silhouette of person standing. And this will give you lots of options. I like to just choose one where their legs are not super far apart because I might just use this figure for my model as well. I can open it if I want a bigger image. I can open it in a new tab, and then this will allow me to screenshot it or copy it and save it into a folder. I'm just using my screenshot to grab him. And now I can go and insert that picture. I know that for my computer, it automatically saves it to my desktop, but you can also have it saved somewhere else if you're saving things in a different place. Let's see, I'm not sure why that didn't show up. So let's insert pictures from file. Let's see. For whatever reason, it is not showing up. Let me go back then. And I'm going to do this again. Let me see. Okay, where is that located? Okay. Let me go back and see why it's not. Let's do this. Save image as. Let's see. Silhouettes of man standing. Let's see if I can get him in there. Okay, so there we go. Now I know that he has a lot of white space on his side, so I can use the crop tool to make him a little bit narrower. So I can do that, and then I'd have to click on him and right click and choose wrap text square, and that will allow me to pick him up and move him around. That's going to be really important for everything that you do. Now I know that he has a little bit of white space at his feet, and my height needs to be at least 1.5. So I set it there, or I could crop him a little bit more to get the white space completely down to to his feet. There we go. And then I can make sure that he's at least 1.5. Okay. So now I can go find my checkerboard floor. I know that I have one under floor textures. Let's see what I've got here. Okay. It's going to download it. And now I'm going to go insert picture from file. And I know that I put it in my downloads, so I'm going to need to find it. There it is, insert. So there's my black and white checkerboard floor. And I feel like it might be a little bit big compared to a person. I'm thinking that maybe what I want to do is just shrink it. And I want to always shrink things proportionally, right? So that the sizes of the squares stay about the same. So this is going to give me my checkerboard floor, but I'm also going to have to right click on this and wrap text square. Maybe what I want to do is have a bigger area. I could always just copy it and paste it and just, you know, that would give me more of it. So that's an option as well. So I want to make sure though that I've wrapped text around that as well. So now I've got my whole floor done, and at least I could get this in my model box today. Okay. So in order to continue with this, I would have to get my cursor down here. So I'm going to move this person down here, and I'm going to see if I can add another page. Insert blank page. Okay, so it puts the blank page at the top here, so I could just go copy and paste this guy and put him up here, and then I know I've got my checkerboard floor at the bottom. And so now I can start to think about my other things that I need to have in the space. So oops, back it up. Okay, so there's my checkerboard floor still down there. Okay, so now I can go and I can look for other things, right? Maybe I want to go into textures and I want to look at furniture that's in here. There's a lot of different furniture options, but not a ton, right? So you would probably need to go and do some searching on your own for that. Let's just say we want a sofa. We could say we want a description of the sofa on a white background. So I'm going to say blue velvet sofa on white background, front view. Whoops, front view. You always want to do front view too, because you don't want things at an angle. Like putting something at an angle like this would be weird. So I'm going to click this one. Oh, it has a watermark on it. Let's see. This one doesn't. So I'm going to screenshot this, and I'm just going to put it here. Okay. And then I'm going to go to my Word document, and I'm going to go to Pictures, From File, and I'm going to see if it's going to my desktop here. Okay, for whatever reason, this is not saving screenshots to my desktop anymore, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Oh, here, it's going to my documents. Okay, so I'm going to put, here we go. I need a wrap text square, and then I can move that around. It looks like it's here. So now I can do the small, medium, large option. So that would be, I can just format it right next to him, put it near his feet, kind of get a sense of, is that going to be the right size? And then I can copy it and paste it and just do incremental sizing. Incremental sizing. So I've got some options, and if I mess one up, I'll have a couple of options to do. So you're going to want to do that with every single image that you need. For example, for your walls, I'm going to insert another page, insert a blank page here. So now I've got my sofas. I can put a lot of other stuff in there. Say I've got walls that have wood at the bottom and a color at the top. So I could just go for the top color. I can just draw a text box that fills the page, because I want to make sure I have enough color to cover my walls with, as if I'm painting the walls. And then I'm going to go to Shape Fill, and I can choose more fill colors. I can get the whole range of fill colors here. Maybe I want it to be closer to white. So I could say okay. And then I've got a whole big page of that. Maybe I want more than one page of it in case I mess it up, so I can just copy and paste it into another blank page. Let's see how I can do this. I want to make sure it's wrap text square so I can move it around a little bit and get it centered. Okay, so now say I want to have some wooden part of my wall. I could go and I could do another search, and I could say wooden wainscoting paneling. Here we go. Again, I want it to be a straight-on shot of the paneling. So I can click on some of these and it'll give me more options. Here's oak paneling. Look at that. And so then I could open image in new tab. I could then do a screenshot, now that I know it's saving it in documents, and I could take that picture of that wainscoting and I can put it into, let's see if I can find it now, insert here. Okay, so now I want to wrap text square so I can move it around. I'm going to move it up here because I've got a person, so I can copy my person and paste my person, bring it down here, and then bring my wainscoting down too, and say okay, my wainscoting is probably going to be like that, right? And then I can copy it. Let's see, copy paste, and so I could have enough of it to go on all the walls. And I'm going to do the same things with my doors. So if I have doors that I want to move onto this page, I could just move all of this down, and then I could have copy and paste this guy again, and then I could have my doors and go look for some of my doors. Wooden door with frame, because a door does have a frame, so you're going to want to look for one with a frame. Wooden door with frame on white background. Okay, so something like this, because it shows the frame around it, that's what you're going to want, okay? And try to avoid ones that have the watermark on it, only just 'cause it's going to look weird. Okay. So this is taking me to the cellar. I can use my screenshot again. I can capture my door. Okay. And now I can insert my door, because again I know that it's here now, right? Uh-oh. That's good to know. It captured it with that label. Sometimes they do that to you because they don't want you to use it. So I would say let's go, I think this one will be good. Open image in new tab. Okay, that'll be good. Even because it's small, it's not going to matter because your model is small. So just one that's nice and clean looking. It's not going to give you trouble. Whoops. Insert picture from file. Okay, go down and find my other little door. Insert my door. Wrap text square. Okay, so now we're going to get that next to a person. And you can futz with a little bit. The height of a standard door is just under 2, so that's going to be about where it needs to be. But again, you may have more than one door. You may have more than one door style. You're going to do the same thing with your windows, if you have windows. And again, maybe you're doing an exterior and you don't have a lot of furniture and stuff like that, but you're going to have to do this very same thing with all of your images that are going to go on your backdrop, that are going to go on your leg masking, absolutely everything. So I hope that this was really helpful for you, and that you can use this to get yourself started.